these in the NFL have a very perverse incentive when it comes to black people. They do not respect the athletes that they dominion over, and they will take that and buck break you. Let's get right into the doom of the day. So we got
Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders. So the NFL draft just happened.
The NFL draft just happened.
Some bullshit, man.
Gang. Okay.
Oh my God.
Let me break it down.
Ooh,
Right?
I can't wait.
Let me break it down. First of all, if you don't know what the NFL draft is at this point, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
They pick the player, and the player goes and plays football.
And block of doom.
Yeah, bro, fucking slave master of doom. Anyway, NFL draft weekend just happened, right? Now right, I got a special place in my heart about the NFL draft because I went to the NFL draft when I was a kid and it came to Chicago, right? They came to Chicago. I couldn't tell you what year they came to Chicago, but they came to Chicago. I remember I was there, nigga. We was with the radio shows. We was watching people get drafted.
That's cool.
They had the little. They ain't had no Chicago hat, so I got a Detroit hat because I fucked with Matthew Stafford and shit back in the day. It was cool, right? So I got a special place in my heart with the draft. This draft, though, however, right? This draft, though, might have been the most nut draft I think has ever happened. Mind you, first of all, viewership was up an all-time high to the nigga that they're fucking bashing. Right? Yeah. Cool, right? If you don't know what happened in this draft, basically, right, you have a few prominent names in this draft. I'm just going to say there was a lot of good people, and congrats to everybody that did get drafted. A few prominent names: Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, and some before this, right, would have said the obvious Shedeur Sanders, right? Not only because Shedeur Sanders was a really good player throughout the entirety of his college, like at Jacksonville and at fucking Colorado, but also because his father is Deion Sanders. Who is Deion Sanders? Deion Sanders is a fucking Hall of Famer.
Was Shedeur, when he was in college, was he a top prospect? Like everyone was looking at him.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was definitely a top. He was a projected first round pick, right? If you don't know what happened to Shedeur basically got humbled, and Shedeur was picked 144th, I believe. Let me make sure. 5th round, 144th. Right?
Yep.
Now, where's the significance in that? Right, Matt? At least the nigga got picked. Well, one of the biggest things that a lot of people are talking about is the fact that it determines money, obviously. He missed out on around like $40 million being drafted in the 5th versus like 40. Yeah, he missed out on like $40 million. Yeah. His contract's on like $5 million. Yeah. His contract, I think, is damn near less, if not like, it's close to the cost of his NIL. Like his NIL deal, I think, is like $4 million.
That's
like,
hilarious.
It's close. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Just
right?
to humble him.
Yeah, to humble him, right? So this is what we're gonna say. So Cam Ward was pick number 1. Cam Ward's another QB. QBs that went in front of him: Jackson Dart. They went to the Giants. That was the one that they fucking posted, that the Sun posted and leaked. Another one that got drafted before him was, I think his name's like Dylan Gabriel or Gabriel. I forgot his name.
I'm sorry to cut you off. His son leaked it.
Yeah. So the New York Giants like head coach or like someone on the staff or GM or someone, his son posted on his Instagram story the night before the draft like Jackson Dart, and then like private his account like immediately.
What's up with all these kids fucking up? Like,
I don't
there's
know.
like more.
What is up with all these random kids just fucking up? These niggas aren't fucking up, bro. And we're gonna get into it. All right, so we're gonna get into it, right? So yes, he goes 5th round, right? Now let me get into it. Right? Shiloh, his brother, ends up getting going undrafted to the Bucks. Travis Hunter, the star wide receiver and I believe like DB or cornerback or whatever, I forgot the fucking secondary defensive position he plays. Travis Hunter gets drafted 2nd.
Second round.
No. Second overall pick of the 1st round. Yes.
Heisman.
Yeah, he's the Heisman. Travis goes
first
second.
round, second pick.
Huh? Yeah. 1st round, second pick. Cam Ward goes first. Which, okay, cool, right? Cam Ward's an amazing player. Travis Hunter's amazing player.
Wait.
Before
you start.
Okay.
What When did Jimmy Horn and all them?
They went like fourth round, I believe, something. Yeah, it was later. It was later. The Colorado kids, they went later. But I know there was I think 4 Colorado people got picked up before him. Wester got picked up. Jimmy Horn Jr. got picked up. Another person got picked up. I forgot.
Get into it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm gonna reiterate it. Travis Hunter, the best wide receiver in the league, and Heisman Trophy winner, and secondary, basically brother to Shedeur Sanders. Goes second pick in the first round. How in the fuck does the QB that threw the nigga the ball go 5th round 144?
That was the biggest thing I was thinking.
Does that make sense?
That's the thing that pissed me off too. Cause it's like, bro, the niggas he's throwing to
that
get
should
drafted
kill
before him.
Gang.
Yeah.
That kills any fucking argument anybody has.
It's not merit.
Yeah.
It's not
You're
merit.
not telling
not
me
merit.
that
It's not
the
merit
nigga that threw to the Heisman winner all year went 144th in the 5th fucking round.
Newsflash,
then he
niggas, he's not getting a Heisman if the quarterback is ass.
Exactly. And then he made a good point. He was saying, because I don't really watch college football, he was like, the lineman was ass.
Yes,
so he
they
should
had
get
no
his
O-line.
ass
Horrible
beat.
O-line. Okay, oh my God.
You might as well just look,
Go crazy,
This
bro.
nigga.
Go
the
crazy,
nigga, okay,
bro.
so let me tell you. I've been watching Shedeur and them since they was at Jackson State. I've been watching Travis since he was at fucking, I forgot his high school, but it was like this, it's some Eagle shit. Is his old high school, right? I used to watch Destroying videos, and that's how I learned about Travis Hunter when he was a fucking high schooler. These niggas have been cold. These niggas have been good. Shedeur been good since his senior year in high school. The only reason why there's always been talk is because of his father, is because of that, right? Mind you, we have examples in sports. We always have examples of not only nepotism, but like the dad talking too much, LeVar fucking Ball.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
They gave that nigga a TV show.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about?
I see LeVar on my TV in an ad filming from his couch every day. And his sons are going crazy
So
in the
you're
league.
you're telling me Shedeur Sanders is not a first round pick. He's not a first round pick, even though he's been throwing to a Heisman winner
did go first
since
overall.
he was that went second overall.
Yeah.
Since he was like, at this point, what he got to be like? How old is that nigga? I don't know. I don't know college, but
like
since he
22 or
was
something.
at Jackson State, he's been throwing to that nigga. You're not telling me it's about fucking merit. You're not telling me it's about his attitude. You're not telling me about none of this shit. Another thing, right? Deion Sanders said some shit, right? This was a few months ago, like a few months. I think it was on Gilly and them podcast, right? A few months ago, Deion Sanders was like, "Yeah, like if they don't go where they like want to, like need to go, we're gonna have an Eli situation, right?" If y'all don't know what Eli is referring to Eli Manning, right? Obviously not the Peyton brothers, the Manning brothers, right? Crazy ass football players, Hall of
Peyton
Famers,
Manning, Eli
amazing
Manning.
QBs, like. Etc. Right? I used to love that nigga Payne Manning, nigga. Like, man, I remember that shit. Amazing, right? And I'm not even a huge football head, and I know, like, okay, they have that.
Yeah.
I didn't know, right? Because I was barely fucking alive when it happened. Fucking the whole shit behind like the Eli Manning shit, like basically coming into the draft with their dad and everything that came with that. Basically, them being like he was basically like, no, I'm not playing for the Chargers. He's like, I'm not playing for the Chargers. Period.
Demanding.
Real shit.
Yeah,
Demanding.
Eli was like, I'm not playing for the Chargers.
And
they ended up drafting him anyways, first round, first pick.
Wow.
They ended up drafting a nigga. Ask me what the fuck happened. They
Don't
traded
say
that
it.
nigga. They traded that nigga to the Giants for the 4th round pick. It happened literally that day. The day of the draft it happened, and then he went on to lead like a Hall of Fame.
Wait,
like,
wait.
career.
So the Chargers drafted him. They traded him
Yes,
to the team
Yes,
that he
because
wanted.
Yeah,
to
his,
go.
yes,
And
and
they're
his
both- they're
dad
both
too
quarterbacks?
was like, yeah,
They're
we're
both
not
quarterbacks?
playing for
They're both quarterbacks.
So wait. So no
Granted, I'm not saying
backlash.
I'm not saying Shedeur is as good as Eli Manning. But I am saying we literally had a situation like that. Mind you, everybody and their mom sitting there, well, if they would have just shut up and stop being so cocky, be humble. White people love to tell black people to be fucking
Bro,
humble.
not even-
Y'all niggas be the most cocky motherfuckers on the planet when it comes to all of the shit y'all got going on. Whatever it is.
It's his charisma.
And it's, he just has that swagger.
He
to
just
him.
has that
and then
swagger
a black man
to
does
him.
it, and a black man does it. He a thug, and he
a thug.
what you call it, etc. Mind you, another example of that. This nigga Shedeur at the combine had his cap like a little bit back. Oh, why does he's so unprofessional? The nigga Shedeur, Rolly in the chain. He's so name a nigga in that fucking draft without a chain on. Stop bullshitting like
And
that
then
has
who had his
anything
hat
to do with
backwards?
that.
Right. Who was the white nigga who had his hat backwards?
The white nigga that had his.
Was it Jackson Dart or was
It might have been Jackson Dart. Had his hat backwards.
They
at
did
the
a
same fucking
side
time.
by side.
I
Same
noticed
shit
Stop
happened.
bullshitting
He
me
didn't
like
get
it
a
has anything to do other than the fact that this nigga's a confident black man that his father is a Hall of Famer. Of course he's going to be fucking confident.
Literally.
He's been doing this since he was a child.
Yes.
Bro, and
What are we talking
you
about?
notice a lot of, because you see, they said it's this whole
Hot like
they said
shit,
it's the whole
nigga.
thing with like ego and him being arrogant. You see a lot of football players like talking they shit and being arrogant. It's really because, and it get real political, because he's a fucking quarterback. He's a
Alan,
black
you
quarterback.
want to talk about? You want to talk? Okay. No. Because let's really get into it though, right?
Quarterback
Since
has
motherfuckers-
historically been like the white man's position.
Yeah, it's
too.
the white man's position.
Yeah,
That's
it
why
is.
they overly criticize it, because he's a quarterback.
First
bro.
of all, and
fucking
they
stop.
overly criticize it. I wanna let y'all know something. How the fuck do you determine a good quarterback? How? There are so many factors to determine a good quarterback. It is damn near impossible. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
These dumbass scouts be coming to these fucking places and will see a nigga for the one time and be like, "Oh yeah, I just don't think that." You've never heard one of his teammates say something negative about Shedeur and his attitude and how he's he's cancer in the locker room. Da, da, da. But randomly right before the draft, reporters, he's just a cancer and teams don't really want that cancer. Da, 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 da. But you'll have niggas on your fuck a nigga. I was finna say you'll have niggas on your roster like what's his name? Oh, Dak Prescott and shit like that. Oh, he's a candidate. You'll have niggas like that. But fuck all that. You'll have niggas in management positions, Jerry fucking Jones, who was in 1957 fucking pictures.
Yeah.
Stopping black people from getting in places.
Yep.
Hilarious.
Who has been in multiple lawsuits for sexually harassing or for allegedly sexually harassing women and all types of shit. Do you know how much shit that Jerry Jones has been in and he has a managerial position? Stop bullshitting me. It has anything to do other than the fact that he's a confident black man.
It's bug
You're
breaking.
bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bug breaking. I seen someone put it in perspective when they said it. It's basically what they used to do during like slavery days when they do slave auctions or whatever. When if there's a black person being too uppity or whatever, we'll make an example out of you to make sure all the other slaves don't get out of line.
Exactly.
That's
Every
exactly
time.
what the
Man,
fuck that is.
Exactly.
You're a bunch of wealthy ass white
Teach him
people.
a lesson. Teach him a lesson. Make him an example.
About
Teach him a lesson.
what?
You gotta
He's
think
been
about
good
that.
at the game.
You gotta think about that.
we gotta put it into perspective. I don't think we've watched the same season. He went to a college.
Do you remember the game
They
where he
were-
won on that last drive? He threw it all the way to heaved it up in the.
This is a college that was 1-11.
No. 1-11
I was just gonna
before
say,
Dion
bro.
and them got there.
9-3.
They were 1-11 before Dion and them got there. They couldn't sell fucking seats at that Colorado thing. Nigga, I tried to get a
Packed
ticket
out.
because my sister is in Colorado. I tried to get a fucking ticket. I couldn't even get when they were all fucking packed out. They were all sold out.
And the thing,
Sold out.
And I
Season
and I
tickets
want us
gone.
I really want us to emphasize on the nigga had no fucking O-line. Like that's like I'm standing here and there's nobody fucking guarding me.
These
You see
niggas-
6'8" big ass.
That's like
Right.
Caleb. That's like
The
Caleb
quarterback
Williams.
is not
That's like
supposed to
Caleb
be.
Williams takes the Bears to the championship or takes them to the playoffs next year with their current O line, and you're mad because he's confident.
And I'm gonna be real with you. The Bears O line is better than the fucking. The Bears O line
Now.
is better than the fucking.
You put a
Colorado.
pro.
That's how shit their O line.
You put a pro NFL O-line in front of this nigga, bro. You don't think he's gonna take?
bro.
You don't think he's gonna
This nigga
demolish?
go crazy.
AB, bro. They all know this. That's the fucked up
Exactly.
part.
They know this
They
shit.
know this.
And you wanna
They
know
this
These
so
niggas
much.
talk about professionalism. They talk about professionalism, and it's bullshit, nigga. They did the same thing to Lamar Jackson when he got into the league, bro. They did the exact same thing. Oh, well, he's not gonna be this. Oh, he's unprofessional. Oh, the way he talks is this. Oh, the way he does. And then next thing you know, oh, he's the face of Lamar Jackson. He's just he's such a runner. He's the face of the league. He's da da da. You niggas are suck a nigga dick once a nigga go crazy, but then be sitting there bullshitting the entire time when they're about to get
They
done.
all-
then
they
when
all
Colin
know this.
Kaepernick-
They all
Colin
know this,
Kaepernick-
right, bro. They all know this. And the fact is, they're bullshitting with this nigga so much. Tell them about the fucking prank call.
Gang, I'm about to get into that.
Oh my.
So then, right? I was literally gonna get into that. So during that day, not only did you publicly embarrass this child, this nigga. He's
your
not
age.
that much.
He's
Yeah,
your
he's our
age.
age.
Yeah.
You publicly embarrassed this nigga because you didn't take him first round. Okay, you didn't take him second round. Nah.
Third round, you're pushing.
You're-
Fourth
Fourth
round, you're bullshitting.
Fifth round, somebody needs to get shot. Keeping it a beam. So you publicly embarrass him, right? On every fucking media platform. And then the call comes. This nigga's on stream. He has a phone. The phone is a phone that he only gave to NFL coaches. He only gave that number to recruits. He had got the phone the day before. He receives a call from an agency, from a GM, right? Oh yeah, you'll have to wait a little longer or something like that. Hangs up the phone. He's like, what the fuck was that? Come to find out, it is the Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator's son. They prank called this nigga. Apparently the story goes that the son walks into his dad's office, Jeff Olbrich or whatever his name is, walks into his dad's office. He ends up seeing or finding the confidential information on a document on his computer or something like that.
Through that shit?
Right. He writes down the number and then prank calls him. Right. There was also another person that received this prank call. It was a white, another white player. Right. But there was two people that received the prank call. I don't think people understand how nuts that is, right?
Yeah.
And the reason being is it just came out today. The Atlanta Falcons and Jeff got fined $250,000 to the Atlanta Hawkins. Or Hawkins. Why do I keep saying Hawkins? $250,000 to the Atlanta Falcons. And $100,000 to Jeff. Nigga, I'm slapping the fuck out my child.
No, that child.
I'm whooping your ass.
Nigga, we will run $300,000. There is not a fade. Nigga, there's not a fade that I'm belt to ass.
Ass to belt.
You just, nigga, I didn't even know nothing about it. Because I'm not even gonna say, oh, Jeff knew about it. I don't know. Whatever. You just ran up 100 bands.
These niggas.
300 bands off of one call that you could have not done.
For what?
Fuck is
just
these
to make
niggas
hazing him?
Just to make these niggas.
It's like hazing to me, bro.
Because it feels like,
you
want to know what it feels like if you actually or have a brain cell about you. If there's a nigga who's young and he getting drafted, he finna be fresh in the league and he think he's so good, okay, then play against him and put him on his ass, and then that gives you the reality, you in the NFL now. You niggas are playing bullshit with the draft game? And I don't understand how, as a franchise, you pass on him for 4 fucking rounds.
And I want you to know, and I want everybody at home to know, this is not a conspiracy. No. There are people on the inside, NFL scouts, managers. There are people, anonymous people that have literally said, we saw his attitude and we just really felt that's crazy. And meaning collusion, you niggas dead ass was nobody drafted
that damn near that. I'm pretty sure that should be illegal. But they still practice it to this day. They have it in all types of leagues. I remember even in the MLB back in the 80s, 90s. There was this one nigga, I think his name was Lonnie Smith or something like that. And he was trying to get his contract or whatever because he had just had a really good season. And a bunch of all of the league pretty much agreed in unison that we're not gonna sign this nigga, so he'd have to go back to the team he was just with and get paid less.
Oh my god,
gang!
Hold on.
It's political.
What do you look up? This is gonna be off topic, but Jordan Peele, right? He's releasing a film called Him. And it's based on NFL.
Yeah, it is.
It's a horror film based on the NFL. This nigga he got some superpowers or something.
Yeah, no,
predictive.
Right?
He's
With Shedeur
producing it.
Right.
Yeah, so it's going to be.
That's insane.
I gotta see that now. I gotta see that now.
I was finna say it's so crazy how political the NFL is because you would think that actually drafting him first round and putting him on a team there's no disadvantage to that, bro. Your fucking stadium's gonna sell because you have Shedeur there for his first game. There's no
what
disadvantage.
It is, bro. What it is.
That's how you know it's actual personal.
What it is the NFL and not even just the NFL. Society has a fear of confident black men because it threatens white supremacy. That's what it is.
That's what it is, bro.
Period.
Oh my God, you guys are reaching. You guys are so woke. Guys, Colin Kaepernick exists. We haven't even I've mentioned him twice. We haven't even talked about it. Colin Kaepernick to this day. Colin Kaepernick.
Give him the word.
Colin Kaepernick voiced a political opinion. He didn't even voice it because he was silently kneeling. And media lost its mind. NFL lost his mind. This nigga doesn't have a job to this day. And he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league when this happened.
I don't think people understand how
let me say that again. This is a nigga who did First Amendment right that's granted to you by the Constitution.
This was before,
and it's not even like it's not even on some.
He was very
good.
Like, very
Everyone
good.
likes to
Like
bullshit. I will show you a video. I will show you a video that I watched that went into like the analytics and his passer rating at the time in comparison to other people in his same position at that time and his age.
Colin Kaepernick
he was
would be
one
a
of
Hall
the
of Famer.
best.
Colin Kaepernick, if he was still in the league, would be a Hall of Famer.
Yes,
he'd be a Hall of Famer.
And niggas will gaslight you about his performance because like, nah, just because he wasn't that good. He was one of the best in the league, and they froze this nigga out, not because he left a hate comment under someone's shit, not because he was one of these right-wing niggas that scream about First Amendment when they get their account deleted for lying about a vaccine.
Amazing.
Yes.
He said,
he's still amazing.
Still good. He said that police brutality is a problem, and he kneeled. And he lost his job for that.
These people don't realize.
Y'all are acting like it's unheard of that like these niggas in the NFL have a very perverse incentive when it comes to black people. They do not respect the athletes that they dominion over, and they will take that shit and buck break you and do all types of shit to make an
I
example
don't
out
give
of you.
a fuck how many fucking Black Lives Matter logos you spray paint on that fucking field if nothing's happening in behind closed doors.
Y'all are still
Right.
racist as fuck.
Then niggas want to get on. Then niggas, here we go. Can we pull up the Trump tweet that niggas wanted me to? And I will say this before reading about the fucking the cancer patient. I was gonna sit there and be like, I'll give Trump his props because he did help. I would say it was good that it was cool that he shined awareness on the fact that Shedeur didn't get drafted, right?
But let's reframe it. Even a nigga who's ghoulish enough to deport a 4-year-old with cancer was on the right side of what should have happened with Shedeur.
This nigga says, and mind you, he was like,
for it too.
Nigga, the nigga was fucking tightrope walking on this line. What's wrong with the NFL owners? Are they stupid? Deion Sanders was a great college football player and was even greater in the NFL. He's also a very good coach, streetwise and smart. Wait, backtrack.
Streetwise.
He's also a very good coach, streetwise and smart.
What does streetwise mean?
And what do you mean
For the fucking NFL?
What are we talking?
Wait, you play college football in the street?
In the street.
He a nigga?
Oh.
Nigga,
He a nigga, that's what you
He also black and shit. He also a thug and
No
shit.
ball street. Nigga, what are you talking
fuck are you talking about?
You've not hung out with the
Therefore, Shedeur and his quarterback son.
Shedeur, his quarterback son.
Oh, Shedeur, Shedeur, his
phenomenal
has
genes.
phenomenal genes.
It's a slave auction.
And is set for greatness. He should be quotation picked immediately by a team that wants to win. Good luck, Shedeur, and say hello to your wonderful father. Wait a minute, backtracking.
Whoa.
First of all, this nigga said he has phenomenal genes. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's trolling.
that's slave auction.
That's slave auction.
That's the compliment of a nigga.
His arms.
Look at this nigga, his arms big as shit. Big him.
This is the compliment
What?
of a nigga who has no idea how to interact with black people.
No.
At all.
But Trump's not racist.
I bet you eat
I don't
chicken
even
too.
think. I genuinely think this nigga has to be trolling.
outta here, bro.
What do you mean streetwise? And what do you mean?
This nigga said he should be picky.
You're trolling. Like Donald Trump,
You're
know
trolling.
exactly what the fuck he
Exactly.
means when he throws in like little shit like
What the
that.
fuck
'Cause that's
do you mean
exactly
his
where
genes?
he's supposed to be at when it comes to
Nuts.
you're talking about a nigga. He has very good genes.
Nuts.
You couldn't say he's a phenomenal athlete. He's great at the sport. He has very
good genes.
like he's a specimen.
And a few things that have happened, right? Shedeur, first of all, his song "Perfect Timing," right, went up 580%.
As it should.
Damn.
right? As it should. Cool.
W.
Another thing that happened, Shedeur Sanders has the third highest jersey sales of anybody that was drafted.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
A fifth round, 144th pick.
Go fuck yourself.
And a lot of people are saying, well, look at Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady, he was a 199th pick, and Shedeur's gonna be the same. True, that could be true.
That's because
that
Tom
does
Brady,
not mean he should have
Tom
been
Brady
fucking.
was not that good when he came in.
That doesn't mean he should be fucking drafted fifth round. That still does not
There
mean
are
he should
Hall
be
of
drafted fifth
Famers
round.
in every sport that get drafted 167
Because there was some
overall.
bullshit
That
when they
doesn't
came
mean
in.
if that doesn't mean if fucking Ken Griffey Jr. is going to be projected #1 like round
And you
and he
draft
goes
the nigga
fit. That doesn't mean that
round.
you can't look at that and be like,
I'm
whoa.
keeping it being with you. Shedeur should have been like, I don't know where Jackson Dart was on the thing. I'm not entirely sure, but like, I genuinely don't think Shedeur should have dropped out.
It shouldn't have passed the
20.
second round without
It
him
should
getting
not.
drafted.
It should not have
pass
been
second
20.
round.
I don't think it should
20
have
in
been
the first
20
round,
before him. You got to think about
the way people are talking about.
You also got to think about this.
Bayless
You also
react.
got to think about this. You also got to think about the impact. No. And I didn't go into analytics because y'all don't really understand analytics. I'm not that deep into football, and also our viewers probably aren't either. But genuinely, like Shedeur had an amazing fucking season, right? I also want to say this though. This doesn't happen, right? And that's why you had a Skip Bayless coming out and saying this.
Patrick Mahomes came out and said it too. A bunch of people.
A lot of people, mind you. Patrick Mahomes
has his own thing. We'll get into him.
We'll get into him real quick. But it's they demonize black people, not only just in general, fucking society, but also right. They demonize these black men in the NFL, and they make up the NFL.
Yes,
y'all are sitting here. You're sitting here bullshitting with Shedeur. When not only is he gonna bring jersey sales, gonna bring people to the stands and season tickets and a whole community of people that are now wherever team he goes, they're going to ride for. He went to Cleveland, they're gonna ride for Cleveland now.
They give Shedeur 2 seasons, and Shedeur will be the face of the NFL.
I was just about to say he's going to embarrass. They're going
to make bread off the back of this nigga's likeness, of his jersey sales, of his team success. They're going to make bread, and these are the same niggas that just froze him.
There's 5 people
for being confident.
The Cleveland Browns have 5 quarterbacks. I would not be surprised if he was the starter in like his next season.
I want to see a comparison between the Browns stadiums before.
It's going to be different.
It's going to be nuts because the Browns
to be different.
Bro, there's no disadvantage to Shedeur as himself. Bro, he's
really
going to blow up.
Fuck the Bears because we have Caleb. Get that nigga to. He's like at a certain point. These niggas he's on the market. He's literally there, and you are all sitting there not drafting this nigga to do whatever sort of message you want to send. He's about to make everybody so much.
And I need people to realize who's saying like, oh no, he needs to be humble. No, bro. This is a case of people in power trying to put black people down and make sure they know they play.
This is I'm sorry, my mic. This is LeVar Ball advertising his sons the way he did, right? And you'd be almost stupid right now to call LeVar a nuisance or anything when you have a nigga like LaMelo playing.
I'm gonna go back.
When you have a nigga
let's see every team in the league pass on LaMelo fucking Ball for 4 or 5 rounds. Are you daft?
You're losing.
Some niggas can be confident.
You're losing.
Because some niggas understand it.
Some niggas understand it.
And you know that they understand it because you're about to make so much bread off of them.
It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely fucking insane.
Nice. But on the other topic of politics being in sports, the NFL in particular, this is not like the race relations in the NFL is something very special because you see black people who have through their own work, through their own effort and athleticism, like built themselves up to this point. And the moment you get higher and higher stratified up that income like level, up that like bigger like colleges, you see more and more white people. That's pretty much all you're going to fucking be around. So it's going to be a culture shock for a lot. But you see that demonstrated in shit like what Patrick Mahomes said too.
This nigga Patrick Mahomes the other day was on like I forgot where he was, but he was on some shit. He had cut his hair and he was like, I can't believe you guys let me walk around. I feel like I could do a good Patrick Mahomes impression. Nah, I'm not gonna do that shit. But he was like, oh, I can't believe you guys let me walk around. I just did that shit. He was like, I can't believe you guys let me.
He literally said he wasn't going to do it.
He was like, I can't believe you guys let me walk around with this nappy hair. First of all.
Nappy?
Whoa, slow your roll, bud.
All right, nigga.
First of all, nigga,
you don't got to lick up 4G hair and
nigga, you got 3B.
You're a follow. You're Pat.
Hold on. Let's fucking remember, all right? And white woman.
Also, you married to a white woman that in that one interview was like, didn't even. They was like, what's his favorite food? He's like, oh, you know this. She's like, fried chicken.
Huh? It's Mexican.
It's Mexican.
It's Mexican.
It's Mexican.
Shorty. Yeah. You don't have that right, Patty.
They're both cool.
Oh, they're both cool. And she a little Trump supporter type.
Yeah.
They
all. Yeah, Trump supporters like a motherfucker.
That's why his brother. That's why they was rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah, his brother.
His brother's just a bitch.
Yeah, it is.
That's why they was rooting for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That's why Trump and all them was rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's the same like circle.
Yeah, they fuck with that.
And the nigga thought he got
the only motherfucker that's really not in that circle is Taylor Swift.
Which is funny.
Which is hilarious.
Wealthy white
actually.
woman. And
Wealthy
she have
white
more
woman.
common sense than all you. Yeah,
Nuts,
all
bro. The
Fucking
NFL like was on fire between the Saquon Barkley,
between the fact that Shannon Sharp
is radio
and walked out the room.
Shannon Sharp's radio silent. Oh, well, you guys are wrong. It's a shakedown. Well, damn, huh? She been shaking the fuck out that nigga. Media circuit
Shook
on
him
that
right out the
dumbass
media
shit.
waves,
Choke
nigga.
that nigga.
Shook him back
Only
inside
time I
his
see that nigga is on Nightcap, nigga.
Yo, and
I seen the last time he gave
show.
last time I
other
seen
than that, he ain't said shit.
I seen
about
that
it.
nigga get a State of the Union address when he was like, "This is a shakedown," and then that nigga vanished.
No, I saw. He had did it.
Shake. I probably lived longer than you.
He
Would
was
never
fuck-
fade away, nigga.
Nigga, he was talking about the Shedeur shit, nigga. I've never seen a man with despair like that. He's cooked. He's done.
He's
Yeah,
fried.
he's
Nah,
done.
I ain't
He's
gonna- it was so much shit that happened this week with the NFL.
Man,
Absolutely
And
insane.
who's Sauce Gardner? Is Sauce Gardner a football player?
Bro, this nigga Sauce Gardner, I did put it in. I forgot. Sauce Gardner, this nigga got with Ice Spice.
That I seen.
What
he
did you
hard
just
launch.
say?
He hard
Sauce
launch.
Gardner, they did hard
hard
lines with Ice Spice.
Yeah, they was posted up in the mirror.
This nigga look back.
His hands.
Why y'all not?
Why not me?
Damn it!
Oi.
Put it up. Put it up.
Sauce Gardner, I forgot he breathes air, but
Yeah, I did. I saw he was with Ice Spice and shit. I was like, gee.
Yeah,
Tough.
guys,
that?
we could do a segment like this about any of the fucking 4 major sports if we put enough time into it. Politics is eating that shit.
Bro, I
Stop.
don't know why people be trying.
Become an
Politics,
adult.
bro.
Literally.
Throw your ass up. Put a belt on, nigga.
Politics is literally in everything, bro.
digging in their belly button every day saying shit like that. The fuck is wrong with you?
I don't think y'all know what you're talking about.
Like
200 pounds scratching your stomach,
Man,
nigga. Ozempic.
thank you for watching this long. If you haven't already, f***ing subscribe. What is you doing?
What is you doing?
What are you doing? You think we just sitting here doing it for nothing?
You think you're gonna sit here and not
Need
shit?
to
Like
eat.
hear this shit.
Click that I know you're not subscribed. Click it.
Cool.